Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone who's...
Simons! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Xavi Simons is offering a right smile there.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Here's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Rodri. Now Byrne. Now it's Szoboszlai. Rodri. Szoboszlai providing an outlet on that flank. Xavi Simons. Szoboszlai in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Xavi Simons. That has been cut short. And here's Foden. And that has left him in a heap. Referee has just said play on. Well, played right into his path. Park Ji-sung. That's good defending, very good defending. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Palmer. Searching pass he's played there. Quarter of an hour played. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that's superb. Szoboszlai. And the shot! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Played in by Park Ji-sung. Foden.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's bustling, and Torres! Yes, it's there! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind.
Don't let... Terrific header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. Now he's got space here. Adams gets it away. Taken back almost at once. He's in space and looking for options. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Short changes him with that pass. McAllister. Foden. So nearly the perfect ball. And Dijk gets rid without sophistication. And the pass is intercepted. That's a nicely weighted pass. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he's there to belt it away. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Konate cuts out the pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ambitious ball here. Shot a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Fernando Torres does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Bernardo Silva. Looking for the run. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And they can counter here. Oh, super find. Takes a shot! It's in! And they've got their lead back. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He's going to be disappointed with that. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Simons. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's their second corner of the game. Big header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Burn. For Szoboszlai. And it's Pub. Good ball over the top. Can he spark a counter here? And there's the end of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Can he latch on to this? Park Ji-sung hangs in a cross, he gets big! Szoboszlai, that's an imaginative pass. Makaleli, probing pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's intervened well there. Makaleli, very much a man of this moment. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has been cleared. Ekitike. And it's De Bruyne. And the counter is on. Tries to play it through. And it's made its way to Ekitike! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10, Bernardo Silva.
Threads one in.
Coming on the field.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Is number 19, Moussa Diaby.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Park Ji-sung, he's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all.
Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
He's got tall. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that's beautifully... Chance! That's another chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Alexander-Arnold. Great ball, and he's in. And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Aimed beyond the defence. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's having a go! He scores! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 24, substitution for Arsenal.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Palmer puts his foot on the gas. That's been cut out, well played. Played into space. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now that's well seen too. Nicely weighted ball. Diaby making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There's no flag.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Diaby. He has found the way through. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That's the keeper's ball. Into the last 5 minutes. Well read, nice interception. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a cute ball. And he's picked it up out wide.
Might want to be careful there.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's not an especially good pass, that. Konate. Rodri. Byrne.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Alexander-Arnold. McAllister. Out to the right. Foden receives it in a wide position. Great chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So now the difference is 3. That's a shade optimistic. And that's it. Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And now I'd just like to read out
thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
He's
As you can see, we've already started here.
Darren Fletcher will be key here. It's going to be down to him to dictate the tempo of this game.
Yeah, he's the sort of player, isn't he, that the team turns to in tough times.
Yeah, he's going to have to do an awful lot because of his position. Regaining possession, shielding and covering that defence, distributing the ball and carrying it up the pitch at times. He's always willing to go that extra mile.
Rodri. Now it's Torres. Nicely shaped ball. That's been slipped through. Foden! Oh, denied brilliantly!
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And he's there to clear it. Haaland! Cleared without hesitation. He's tried one! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Haaland is onto it in a flash. Dixon tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. And that is not finding anyone. Pinches it off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Long ball upfield. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ball is over the line. Torres. And he plays one through. Real chance. Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And this is... And Torres! Oh, it's gone in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion. Shot, surely! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Number 9.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead. Alexander-Arnold. That pass has been well intercepted. A good play on the left-hand side here. He's shifting through the gears here. He's in a good position here. Real chance! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's Robertson. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And he's gone direct here. Played into space. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Romero. That's the throw. Can he get it through? Nicely worked.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Fernando Torres having a shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And yes, it's him again. So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well read, and the danger is averted. 5 minutes till the break. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Park Ji-sung, he's got away. Flings it across. Palmer.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Park Ji-sung. Nicely weighted ball. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Great ball, and it's De Bruyne! He's scored! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So is this the start of a comeback? And the whistle goes for half-time. And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Just eases him off the ball. Adams. Makaleli. Driving on and making good progress. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. A probing pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. It's a searching pass. Dixon.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is ended up in no man's land. Xavi Simons, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now that looks a decent ball, and that could set him on his way. Some good work on the right flank here. Now, can they get him away? Palmer puts a cross in. Knocks it into space. He won't be happy with that one.
The attendance for this
Xavi
match
Simons,
was
foot in.
71,550.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Oh, well measured. Oh, that's a fine interception. Xavi Simons, who does have an assist to his name. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's well spotted. Torres is herring after that one. Van Dijk makes the interception. Xavi Simons, and it's Park Ji-sung. Darren Fletcher, nicely spread. Shot could be on. Big chance! It's in! And the lead is extended still further. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Manchester United grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Now it's Diaby. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Foden. Good take, and Foden! He's got a goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Foden demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create...
There's the header! Oh, it needed better placement.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Dixon. Looking for the run. He has found the way through.
Fernando Torres really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Park Ji-sung. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. Great vision. Haaland. Palmer. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Alexander-Arnold receives it in a good position here. Tries to pass it, and the shot! He has done it! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
After 90 minutes is number
Well, they have a goal,
19.
but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Substitution in progress. 2 added minutes has been indicated.
Haaland. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Robertson. Aimed beyond the defence. Robertson. And there goes the final whistle. So that is it, the end of the road. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was...
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting them to sit deep to try and nullify his pace here, but even then, it's going to be tough to defend against him.
And he was alert to it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Van Dijk is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Torres. Could move up a gear here. And he was quick to react. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's a good run down the left. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Adams. Oh, that's well spotted. Look at the space here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And De Bruyne! It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Aimed beyond the defence. There's a sharp little ball here. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Saka. He came in hard, very hard.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much.
And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Has a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
He's found the way through. And a decent chance! And that would have been some goal.
And how easy did he make that look? Not enough communication between the defence to deal with this increased threat.
McAllister plays it short. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Oh, played right into his path. He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 13.
Arsenal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. done.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He is through here. Looking to go deep. There's the header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That has been cut short. And the counter is on. Can he latch on to this? Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Fernando Torres, and the finish! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager...
Oh, he's been caught napping! De Bruyne. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice-looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. And he's certainly onside here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's a sharp pass. Short changes him with that pass. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Arsenal get the ball rolling in the second half. Oh, played through for the wide man. It's a promising position. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Now this could be a chance. Fernando Torres. Ball driven towards the far post. Bernardo Silva, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a good look. Bullish header! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Saka. That's a cute ball. Out of play for a goal kick.
Substitution in progress.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Can he get on the end of this? Tries to play it through. Adams gets across to intercept that.
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Adams attempts a clearance. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's a little off target. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Mavropanos cuts it out. Now that looks a decent ball. Rodri.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mohamed Salah has it out wide and in space. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Knocks it into space. Over to the left. Saka receives it in a wide position. Looking to play him in. Saka. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's going for goal! No, not quite.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 22.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 7, Fernando Torres. Number 5, Bukayo Saka. Coming on the field, number 21.
Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Number 9.
Nice interception, well timed.
Number 13.
Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Played into space out wide. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Mohamed Salah. And he's managed to get free. Salah plays it in. He gets big! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Rodri gathers from the goal kick. Tries to pass it through. Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, that's cause for mild irritation.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give
Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! 30 minutes and we're all square again! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum.
Chance! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Arsenal complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Haaland! They've scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Arsenal could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Saliba deals with that comfortably. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. And time is up. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Arsenal desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly.